Good morning, good morning, good morning. Back again. As you can see, really bad form we've hit. This is our last 5 games. A 0-0 with Woking. We lost 2-0 to Fylde, 3-1 to Chester, 1-1 with Rochdale, and then out of the FA Trophy in our first appearance in the competition, 4-2 to Barnet. So today I'm going to play Solihull Moors away and then Barnet again at home. Both of them are below us in the league. So I think this is going to give a real test to where we are this season. We've been, I would say, struggling. If we have a look at the table here, we're down in 15th, real mid-table, sort of 7 wins, 6 draws, 7 losses, not much of a goal difference. So I think this is going to determine the next few games whether we're a top half side or whether we're going to be down towards relegation. So let's get on with it. Let's get into today's video and hopefully we can pull off a couple good results. Cheers. This is the lineup for today. We're going with Sims and Cox up top, King on the left, Donkin on the right, Armin and Putman as the wing-backs, Hinchy and Adams in the midfield, Dyche, Maguire and Evans in goal. Pretty standard lineup, to be honest with you. Not getting enough output from a lot of these players, so that's going to have to change, or I am going to have to start looking at moving some on and replacing them. There's too many 6.2, 6.3, 6.4s. It's not good enough, I'm afraid. We are not going to hang around for 4 years in this league like we did in the Conference South. They're a 4-2-3-1 as per normal. Getting bored of saying that. That's what everyone seems to play. And that's us. There we go. You can see us in 15th there. Let's go. Let's get into it. Long punt there from Evans up to Sims. He didn't get near it though. That's a good ball into feet and a good effort. It's a good save. It's well played from Sims. He's one of the few that's performing well as per usual, really. A very uneventful first half so far. Not much gone on for the first half hour. Right, Maguire's lofted one over the top into King. Oh, he's nicked it in, and that's Sims with the rebound. This is funny. The assist to yourself, but it doesn't come up on the statistics. It's clearly yet another Football Manager bug. Josh King got to the byline. He's checked back, beaten his man, whipped it across. Sims with the header, well blocked, and it's just popped back out to him. Good finish. We've got to keep an eye on the table, see what this does for us. This would get us up into 12th spot. Right. Putman into Donkin. And that's King at the back post. Nicely crossed from winger to winger. That's something that we haven't got enough of, is the wingers getting on the end of crosses into box. But I suppose Sims is so tall, nothing really gets past him. Start second half. All good. Out to Armin. Poor pass. So a long highlight for the start of a half. Normally they're very quick, which worries me. Well done, Evans. Nicely taken. Might be an area I look to upgrade if possible, is the goalkeeper. Nicely knocked on. Still going this highlight. That makes me concerned. Although we've won it. Oh. Free kick. It's still going. Okay. Donkin with the Mohican. And that's Cox. He's tidied it up in the box and put it past the keeper. 3-0. I think it looks like our bad form's finally coming to an end. Nicely whipped in. Who's that? Dyche with the knockdown. Bounced off their player into Cox's path. Anyone tired? No. Cox, he's barely run by the looks of it. Can give centre back a bit of time. In Callum Bay can come in for Maguire. Anyone else I want? Hinchy maybe out. He's done okay. Hinchy for Arthurs. There you go. We'll switch it to a balanced approach now. In FM24, I'd found if I changed my mentality, my team would always just fall apart. So far, fingers crossed, the FM26, it doesn't seem to have the same effect. It actually does what it's meant to do. When you switch it down to balanced, you don't just then concede 4 goals, which on FM24, I just kept it attacking all the time, more positive. In game, I would never really change it unless I was chasing the match. Hit the crossbar. It's good all-round performance. Everyone's performing quite well. Let's take Putman off. He can have a little rest. Throw in that corner into Arthurs, to Armin with a cross at the back post. And that's Donkin at the back post. So that's a goal both sides coming from a header from across to the opposite wing. We haven't done much of that this season at all. Williams has taken it down. Callum Bailly. They're knocking it around really nicely. We're showing that we're a class above here. Away from home at Solihull. And Sims, he's hit the base of the post. He's getting a lot of chances this season up there in that role. Needs to just be a little bit more clinical. And he would honestly be unstoppable at this level. They're knocking it around now. Lofted one over the top. No. Evans has cleared it up. Punts it long. Second ball. Dyche. Armin into Arthurs. Arthurs to Donkin, who's lofted one into the channel. I don't really know what happened there. Throw in. It's another long highlight. They're making up for that first half hour having nothing. Nicely knocked out. A penalty. It's got to be. Arthurs is going to take the penalty. Stepping up. Top left. Oh, no. Bottom right. Nice finish. Dispatch 5-0. It's going to do our goal difference the world of good, this. Straight from the kickoff. Teal out to Maswi. Back to Teal. Little chip. It's King there. Into Donkin. Williams. Donkin. And that's another goal at the back post. Josh King. 6. 6, 6, 6. This is brilliant. Let's skip the highlight. We don't need that. Donkin's having a great game. 2 assists, a goal. It's got booked. Well, that is an absolute annihilation. That's about as good a win as you're likely to see. 6-0. Brilliant. So that moves us up the table into 11th place. The goal difference obviously helped there, knocked us up above St Albans City. So I will bring you back for the next game. Back for the Barnet game, as I said. This is what we're going with today. All same at the back. Pye in for Armin, just give him a bit of game time. Hinchy, Adams again in the midfield. After a 6-0 win, I don't want to change too much. Donkin and King on the wings. The only difference is Elliot Sims is absolutely knackered and needed a rest. So I've just dropped him altogether. I don't want to overplay him now and lose him for the rest of the season, but he is our top scorer with 10. So I've gone for Lupalo Bai, not as good as Vaughan, but he can play the target man role. It's really Cox and Vaughan on the right, Lupalo Bai or Sims on the left, because of the different roles. Here we go. Another important game. Barnet knocked us out of the FA Trophy. They're a good side at Barnet. Always sort of around about Conference and League 2. Recent forms have them in 21st place. Form-wise, we are better than them. Makes it even more annoying they knocked us out of the FA Trophy so recently, actually. Oh, it's a 4-4-2. No, it's not a 4-2-3-1. Makes a change. Look at these little figures, little Lego men, I call them. Hopefully we've got good attendance, but it doesn't look like it. Let's kick off. Right. Hopefully we can have a double win today. We've had a bit of a poor time on video in terms of results. But that 6-0 is as good as it's got. Putman, well, we're starting with a proper highlight. I always seem to concede when it starts off like this, but Feeney there, he spread play. McAvoy. No, nothing. Nothing came of it. Pointless highlight. What's the attendance today? 1,500. That's quite low. We seem to be getting about 1,800 most games so far this season. There we are. 11th place. 3 points here. We could be up towards the playoffs. Sule, he scored about 3 or 4 goals against us in the FA Trophy, so we got to keep an eye on him. They're knocking it around nicely. And that is, oh my God. Absolutely. What was I saying in the previous video about an upgrade on the keeper in the previous game? So annoying. I mean, he's had all the time in the world there. I think someone's paid him. He's been down the bookies. Oh, God. Right. I'm back on looking for a keeper. That's annoyed me. They're having too much of a good time in this game. I'm going to move things around a bit. Let's pause it. I need to get on the ball more. So, in possession, the halfback's coming out, and he's going to be just a central midfielder, and then Hinchy is going to be the midfield playmaker. Yeah, that's fine. Out of possession, they just drop. Yeah. And I'm not going to worry about halfback. Need a bit more in the middle of the pitch. And standard with a slightly more standard tempo. Yeah. And it's Soleil, and he's put it wide. Okay, I think that might have helped just a little bit. It's taken the sting out of the game. Barnet are turning out to be a bit of a bogey side. They flood the box. I mean, they've got 6 in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the box. 3 around the edge of the box. Offside. They're having far too many shots. I'm going to play around with the tactics at halftime because this could be an annihilation. Again. Right, we are going to look at this tactically. Out of possession, I am going to go to... Yeah, the out of possession's okay. What can I do out of possession? I know what I can do. I can go Lopalo out there, an outlet forward. Lopalo out there, King out there, and then Donkin. Okay, Donkin is a potential striker. Can anyone play in attacking midfield role? I'm going to go Arthur's on for Lopalo. Right, out of possession. Arthur's fits in here. Donkin there. In possession. Arthur's in here. Cox up on his own. And we're going to change things drastically. King as an inside forward. Out of possession. Outlet. Wide outlet winger. In possession, we are going to have Arthur's here as a channel midfielder. Midfield playmaker. Yeah. We're going to move these back. And instructions-wise, we're going to go slightly shorter, slightly lower, standard, still wide. And that, yeah, is what I'm going with for the second half. So there you go. You've seen some tactical stuff. I think we might get annihilated. We've not changed, but going off that last game I played against Barnet, I just sort of sat there and watched them have shot after shot after shot and destroy me. So try something different. Maybe the tactical matchup suited the way they play. Well, we definitely got back into the game a little bit. Cox can come off now for Vaughan. Hopefully we can just nick a goal. Oh, I was going to change that down to positive. Even though I'm chasing. And he's put it wide. King, Arthur's, Donkin, Hinchy, yeah. Hinchy to come out now for Howley. Just losing the ball too often to their press. And then not being able to tackle doesn't help. Right. Don't get pegged in here. Nice little ball. Oh, he's just left it. He's just let it run. And that was outrageous. Can we nick a goal here? Nick a point. Let's go back to attacking. Attacking, yes. And a higher tempo for the last 5 minutes. Looks like we've lost 1-0. Yeah. Okay. Not the end of the world, but we should be beating Barnet at home. We weren't good enough. So there we go. A 6-0 win and a 1-0 loss. We're in 12th place. Like I said, very mid-table. Very average. That's what we are this year. So like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. And I will see you again tomorrow. Cheers, guys.